passion comes at a price. Just ask Lee Walker.
Who wants to play a fun game? All right, are you ready?
Yeah.
Listen, you've got to go on three, all right? 1, 2, 3. Woo-hoo-hoo! Any sport that you play is, you know that if it's a contact sport, you just know that there's something possibly serious that's going to happen to you around the corner. I see you can stand up without holding my hand.
Now, the casual observer might wonder what kind of contact sport could even leave a mark on this man mountain. Well, football, of course. A game Lee Walker was genetically programmed to play. His young family may be girls, but Walker himself had a brother, father and grandfather who were devoted to the game. The path was obvious.
Is that fun? Yeah.
And so we have him, a junior footballer at 6, state team at 14. His clubs were East Perth, West Coast and Collingwood. And during all of that time, Lee Walker would have had more than a passing acquaintance with surgeons, which certainly makes his point about the risks in contact sport.
Every time I did a knee, I got crunched pretty bad. And I just knew that I was, whether I was a bit reckless out on the footy field, and went into places a little bit, sort of, I don't know whether kamikaze's the right word. I just was reckless with the way that I played, but that's just the way that the way I played, and that's part of the game.
Almost kicking in danger. It was meant for Graham. He went in pretty high there on that.
Walker's not the first player to do a knee, nor will he be the last. It's just that when it comes to knee recos, as he calls them, the big man seemed to be going for the national record.
The list includes all Australians.
First time I was at East Perth, and I still remember it now. I was just doing a normal training exercise. I was playing Colts. So I was 15 years of age, and basically someone fell across my left knee, and I actually didn't think too much of it. I went off the track, had it looked at, and then had it assessed, and was told pretty much the next day that I needed a full knee reco, and I was shattered, absolutely shattered. But I was so young still at that age, I actually probably didn't realise what it actually meant for the challenges I suppose I had ahead of me.
But Walker was fit. He bounced back and started playing again. The knee, however, was waiting in the wings.
I was actually playing down with Augusta Margaret River.
Okay, that's number 2 knees, right?
Correct, yeah.
Same knee or?
Same knee.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you start getting bigger and the Eagles look at you, right?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to be, to be drafted by West Coast, and forever grateful for that opportunity.
So your career's going really well. You're with West Coast.
Look, I wouldn't say it was going well. I was lucky enough to get drafted.
While Walker never broke into the Eagles' firsts, he doesn't blame his knees for that. Instead, there was a shoulder reconstruction and hernias. You might say he's a pin-up boy for orthopaedic surgeons.
Yeah, look, I've had a little bit done to the body, but it's certainly nothing that holds me back from doing anything nowadays.
Well, it didn't, because you went off to Collingwood, right?
Correct. I was traded by West Coast to Collingwood. Was lucky enough to play my first senior AFL game with Collingwood against Carlton.
Kicks into the forward pocket. Walker. Good mark.
And I'll never forget it. The MCG was, probably still one of the clearest, best memories that, a footballer could have.
And he plays on quickly, kicks it towards the 50-metre line for the Magpies. Walker nearly took the mark of the day so far.
It stands out, in my mind, running out in front of, the 90,000 plus people that were there for my first game, and I just thought, the whole journey of getting to this stage was, certainly well and truly worth it.
And then the knee.
Lee Walker's horror run of injuries continues.
Yeah, look, it was round 11. Again, very clear, in the mind. Playing against Melbourne, the MCG. Todd Viney tackled me right in the middle of the ground. MCG cricket wicket, pretty sort of hard surface right in the middle of the MCG at that stage, and he tackled me, and his whole body weight, went across my right knee, and the right knee collapsed, and I knew I was in a bit of trouble straight away.
So, 3 knees, and Walker's only 23. Time to give it away, you'd think.
No, I was still going to play football. I knew that, I still felt physically, well and truly strong enough to, and fit enough to play. And I knew what I had to do to get back out there again. And I knew how simple and how unfortunate it was that, I went down with the right knee the way that I did. And it was just freakish how it happened. So I knew I could come back from it.
I hesitate to ask, is it only 3 or is there one more?
No, I did one more, yeah.
Collingwood's Lee Walker will find out tomorrow if he'll need an unprecedented 4th reconstruction.
We played Port Adelaide at the MCG again in Port Adelaide's first game when they entered the competition. And unfortunately, Anthony Rocker came across my right knee again. And yeah, basically, crunched my knee in a way that, I knew, again, I was in a bit of trouble.
Maybe that was it then? Maybe.
I did realise then that I knew that one
You're
would
not
be
slow,
hard
are
to
you,
come
Lee?
back from. No, I think it was more a thing of I just loved the game, and I knew that from a young age that I just wanted to. I was that desperate to play, and I knew that I could do other things later on in life, and I knew that was my time to try and play at obviously the elite level of of AFL football, and I was just that desperate to give it absolutely everything that I could possibly give it, and that's all I wanted to do.
In case you're wondering, Lee Walker's knees are fine now. He runs every day, surfs, and rides mountain bikes. He generally manages to look formidable, particularly so when kitted out for business at the Warwick Fire Station. But as much as we need firemen, we can only wonder at what might have been. And so does he.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Oh, there's not probably a day that goes by that I think, gee whiz, I could have played 150, 200 games if the knees had have stood up to the rigours of what the AFL, is as the game that it is. But that's the game of AFL. It's a physical, challenging game which takes a hell of a lot out of your body, and the players know that. The coaches know that. Everyone involved in the AFL system knows how demanding the game is, and you dealt what you dealt, and you basically have to move on, with whatever challenge is thrown at you. Simple as that.